Then the Tennessee LSU game. Second and goal, Tennessee at the 3, down 10-7 in the fourth. Matt Sims. Volunteers take a 14-10 lead now late in the fourth quarter. LSU driving 4th and 14. Jarrett Lee's in there, Mark May, finding Terrence Tolliver.
Great pressure by the offensive line because they didn't blitz anybody, but Tolliver does an outstanding job. 4th and 14, picks up the first down.
Lee threw for $185. First down at the Vol 18 later in the drive. 32 seconds to go. The other quarterback, Jordan Jefferson, the hat, went back and forth. Tennessee stopped him. Now no timeouts left. Tick, 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 tick. Here it goes, Lou. They're trying to make substitutions as the clock keeps running. Precious seconds getting away.
And then they send in 3 substitutes right at the end. There's 2 coming here.
Now what happens is you see LSU trying to bring in a different personnel package. The clock's running. Shades of Ole Miss last year. Spiked the ball. LSU completely messed up. Then the bad snap. Volunteers have won in Baton Rouge. A precious, precious victory for Derek Dooley and the Volunteers until they discovered not only had LSU thrown their helmets around, apparently an official threw a flag. So how many orange jerseys were there out there, Lou?
There were 13, which is illegal here and in Canada.
But they should have stopped them with 13, and they did, as it turns out, with the bad snap, they could have stopped them with like 6 or 7. What kind of defense is this, Mark?
That's that new hybrid nickel short yardage package that Tennessee has now.
I thought they called it the diamond 3 pennies. Anyway, the hat, it ended up throwing away his headset, couldn't talk to his offensive coordinator, Gary Croton. The hat called that ball play to Stephen Ridley. LSU somehow, some way, came out with the win 16-14 in a bizarre finish. The Bayou Bengals win it.
Just another day in the SEC. I mean, it's a quality football team. They played their hearts out. You know, we made it as sloppy and as close as we could have and found a way to come back and win. You know, we're a talented football team, not playing very smart right now.
They change personnel. They run a bunch of guys on the field. And the rules are you're allowed to, they should stand over the ball and give us a chance to substitute. I'm going to have to look at the film to see if that was the case. But it was a lot of chaos. Things happened fast. Guys didn't run off the field. Ball was snapped pretty quickly. And so we lose the game.
Wouldn't play any other way but smart. Here comes the Duck on the motorcycle. There's Harbaugh. He had his game jaw ready. The visor was ready. And Stanford came out smoking. Andrew Luck had thrown a touchdown pass, run for one. Stephon Taylor's gone.
Power football right up the middle of this pro-style offense. They knocked Oregon back off the ball. This is what Stanford does at its best.
This is where Oregon really got back into the game. First, Darren Thomas, Jeff Mayle, who delivers on Saturdays. 20-29, 238 for Thomas. Ensuing kickoff onside kick.
Well, this is an excellent job here. The question is, did Stanford touch it, or did they contact the Stanford people? You cannot touch a receiver on the kickoff team till the ball has gone 10 yards.
Well, Michael James would pay it off. Everything appeared to be clean on it. And the Duck, those are not exactly P90X push-ups, so we'll give the Duck a break. He has to do a lot of them. Luck answers 21-17. Colby Fleener, Luck threw for 341 and a couple of touches. Stanford up 28-17. Oregon right back. Darren Thomas, who, like Andrew Luck from the Houston area, a dart to Josh Huff, the freshman. 55 combined points in the first half. Oregon down by 7. What does the Scott Van Pelt play sheet for Oregon mean?
It means run the option to the right.
I was told that I was on one of those. I want to think that mine was give the ball to LaMichael James.
I thought you were on the punt.
You said I was on the safety earlier. 31-31, Luck to Chris Owusu. Owusu gets the first down and then got his clock clean. He was out cold. Eddie Pleasant scooped it, 51 yards. Luck hustling all the way, knocks him down at the 3, but that only temporarily stopped the touchdown. As you see, Owusu, who was down, would not return. Took a wicked shot and just appeared to be out cold immediately. LaMichael James, 38-31, and now the Ducks are starting to roll. Thomas would find DJ Davis, Lou, in the fourth quarter.
Now, this is just a very nice execution. Notice that everything comes off a play-action passing. for Oregon. They run the option, they run the Michael James, they just present a lot of problems to you.
On 3rd and goal, Andrew Luck couldn't handle the snap. He lost 5 yards, so now really this is the last chance. You're down 14. Got to get this one in. Luck on 4th down, fires. Incomplete. No flag. Harbaugh wanted one. Chip Kelly thought that Harbaugh got the calls in the first half. Jim probably didn't think so in the second. And then James would finish it off.
He's so explosive. He has so much speed. If you give him a crease like that, he's going to take it to the house, and he does 76 yards for a touchdown.
How about putting LaMichael James on your Heisman Trophy ballot as the Duck gets rid of the tree? Sure, you know that Stanford's mascot is a tree. Luck and Thomas, the buddies from Houston, met in the last 2 SEC championship games. Gators down 3-0 after a long Alabama field goal drive. 4th and goal from the 2. Watch Kirby Smart, Mayday. What's he telling his defense? Watch the jump pass?
Absolutely. Watch the jump pass. And right here, it's a jump pass, and it's intercepted by Bama.
I think he was telling them, I know their signals.
Well, he had figured it out. Nico Johnson read it beautifully, and Trey Burton, who had the 6 touchdowns last week, threw it right in for the sophomore linebacker's waiting arms, and Urban displeased. Ensuing possession, here comes Trent Richardson.
Oh, terrific blocking on the left side of the offensive line. He doesn't get touched until he gets inside the 10-yard line, but a great run for Trent Richardson, 30 yards on the play.
9-play, 80-yard drive. Ingram goes in for his first touchdown of the night, and the Tide is up 10-0. 17-0 when John Brantley would start feeling some heat, picked up by Drake Kirkpatrick.
They just put pressure on it, and just great reaction by the defensive linebacker there to pick it off.
And from there, the offensive coordinator, Jim McElwain, breaks out the Wildcat as the receiver, Marquise Mays, throwing the touchdown pass to Michael Williams. Alabama 24-0. Gators trying to hang in 24-6. That wouldn't last when Brantley again off his back foot. C.J. Mosley, the freshman linebacker, pick 6. Alabama wins it 31-6. Urban Meyer's second trip to Tuscaloosa and his team. Michigan trying to remain undefeated on the road at Indiana and Denard Robinson. You know, I just think that maybe instead of handing out helmet stickers, we're going to start handing out shoelaces.
Good idea.
I mean, this guy, second play, gone, 72 yards, tied at 7. Michigan and Indiana was going back and forth. It was 21-all. Robinson drops back. It's the young man in the seam as opposed to the old man in the sea. Hemingway is off. Junior Hemingway, 70 yards. How did this happen, Lou?
Well, what you're going to see is the linebacker just makes a mistake. And when he gets the play-action fake, see what that fake does? That's what Oregon does. That steps your linebackers up. Then you catch them in man coverage. You hit the slant. You don't have to worry about linebackers being underneath. It's a clear path to throw.
28-21. Robinson goes down. Aggravated. You know, he tweaked that knee. In the last game, he left momentarily, but he would return. 4th quarter now, and I'm going to tell you, Ben Chappell played great. Threw for nearly 500 yards in the game. Find Camden Doss, 12 yards and a first down. 4 plays later, 4th and 5 at the Michigan 19. Chappell to Darius Willis.
Nice job of standing tall in the pocket. Nice move right here by Willis by beating the defender and taking it in for the score.
480 yards. You have 45 completions. School record tied at 35. But here comes Shoelace. Under a minute to go, and he rips off 17. He's into Hoosier territory. 2 plays later. Ask not for who the ball is thrown. It is thrown for thee, Hemingway. Junior with the grab. 42-yard pickup. Shoelace took it right in the mustache. Guess who's going to get it here, Lou?
Oh, here comes Denard Robinson. I just figured, how good must he be in practice going against the Michigan defense?
270. Enough of that. 4th quarter, Sooners up 21-10 in front of prancing drum majors when DeMarco Murray did a little prancing. 115 yards, touchdown there. No, surely he stepped out of bounds. Let's have another look at this as he went along the side. What do you think? In.
Barely in.
What a spectacular run. Sooners rolling 28-10, but Texas not done. Cut it to 28-17. Garrett Gilbert, 27 of 41, 266. Malcolm Williams, in.
What a pretty pass by Garrett Gilbert, but a terrific over-the-shoulder catch by Malcolm Williams there. Gives him a first down.
But the Horns had to settle for a field goal. Now, the ensuing Sooner drive, watch how disaster almost strikes inside their own 20. Landry Jones running around, not securing the football. It's right there for the taking. And Texas can't get it.
Oh, that is frustrating.
And look, your heart being in your throat if you're the Sooners. That's not the only little bit of Sooner magic. After that, Sooners had to punt it away. Aaron Williams is back. He muffed the punt. Sooners got it. Why is that magic? Second straight week it's happened. Remember the end of the Cincinnati game? 2-point game?
Yep.
Bearcats did the exact same thing. Senator Jim Tressel had opened Big Ten play on the road since 2004, and that year they lost to Northwestern. Pryor keeping it himself, and he's going to rip off the longest run of his career, 66 yards.
Oh, he's 6'6". He's got such a long stride, such an athlete.
66 yards on the one carry. Terrell only threw for 76 on the day, but I'm going to put this one on ESPN Access. Mark, what did you think about the way Pryor handled this and the protection he got?
Well, the offensive line did a fabulous job here. Gives him an opportunity to look down the middle, look to the left again, and then drop the ball in for the touchdown pass to Brandon Sang.
Buckeyes tie the game at 7, 14-10 now, second half. Here's where Buckeye Nation sort of had its collective heart in its throat. Pryor went down without contact and stayed down. The problem with his thigh, he went to the locker room for a while. See, there was really no one around him. Terrell said after the game that he really couldn't run much after, just had to hand off and throw it. But meanwhile, while he was gone, Bill Bowserman had to come in, and he promptly threw it to the wrong team. Picked up by Trulon Henry. Pryor back, so is Dan Herron. After the Buckeye defense made a really good stand deep in their end to force an Illinois field goal. Offense put it away with a touchdown drive. Head coach. Now, Antonio's found a blood clot in his leg, certainly wishing our best for his continued recovery. And he watched this game, and he might have had a little trouble staying seated when Keyshawn Martin takes off, Mayday.
And this has been a problem for the Wisconsin special teams, not doing a good job on coverage, but Keyshawn Martin does a terrific job of following his blockers, taking it to the right, 74 yards for the score for Sparty.
All right, Sparty has a lead. Now it's 20-17, 4th and goal. Le'Veon Bell gets stuffed. What did you think of the decision, Coach?
Well, they've been making good yardage here, and I can't argue with that. They just have to be successful.
All right, Michigan State turns it over, but they ended up getting a touchdown after the punt. 27-17, Scott Tolzien, Jacob Peterson. Bucky's back in at 27-24. 4th and goal again. Surely you kick it this time. Nope. Right over the top. Treadwell going to put the game away, and he did. Kirk Cousins to B.J. Cunningham. 34-24 on the banks of the old Red Cedar. Jubilation as Sparty wins by 10. Penn State going in against Iowa. Yeah, come on. Paterno going for 400 wins. This has not been a favored venue for Joe Pa. Ricky Stangi, Daryl Johnson, Koulianos.
Terrific protection up front, but a great pass by Ricky Stangi. He is definitely the general of this offense.
Adam Robinson runs for 11 yards, tackled at the 1. Stangi would score after that. Penn State won their Ferentz his first year. Since then, it's been all Iowa all the time, and it was in this one, 24-3, the final. I believe the same score Alabama beat Penn State by. Maybe that bodes well for Iowa. Northwestern and Minnesota. Pat Fitzgerald's team's undefeated. Persa put it on the ground, recovered by Ryan Collado, but the play's reviewed. Take another look, stripped before Persa's knee touches the ground. Brewster's team gets the ball. It's a 21-20 game. Persa scrambles, and he's picked off by Michael Carter. 4th quarter, less than 5 minutes to go. Here goes the running quarterback, Persa, Lou.
Well, this makes a great run here as he picks up 22 yards. Critical first down.
Later in the drive, 2:10 to go. Northwestern, they'd really gotten behind and in a fix because Stephen Demos had missed an extra point. He pops through the field goal. Cats on top, 29-28. Ensuing drive, Adam Weber. Passes going to be picked by Ben Johnson. Ben maybe could have scored. Some people don't worry about things like that. Russell Wilson leading out the Wolfpack, trying to go 5-0. It would be the first time a Tom O'Brien team had ever started a season 5-0. Wilson finds Dean Haynes, the freshman running back. North Carolina State looked as if they were blowing this thing open. It's 17-7, but then here comes David Wilson on the kickoff, Mayday.
Coach, how many safeties do they have? David Wilson's going to show his speed. How many safeties, Coach?
They had 3, but the right safety did force it inside. If he keeps it inside, the other 2 make the tackle.
Tyrod Taylor pleased. He likes to go on the field, but happy he didn't have to on that particular occasion. Brian Williams didn't play, but you saw David Wilson. Now you see Darren Evans.
Oh, just tremendous effort here. Great run.
Here come the Hokies. It's now a 30-28 game. Taylor, Jarrett Boykin slips 1 tackle. Oh, just knocked C.J. Wilson aside. The discard. Ingram-esque on the stiff arm. 34-30, Virginia Tech with the lead. And Wilson had a tendency on this day, though he threw for well over 300 yards to find the wide-open Jaron Hosley. Found him 3 times. Unfortunately for Russell, Hosley's on scholarship in Blacksburg. I think Hosley wants a helmet sticker. He's going to be a candidate for all kind of national defensive honors this week. 41-30, good win for Virginia Tech on the road. Miami on the road at Clemson. Dabo running down the hill for homecoming. 3rd and 5. Ja'Cory Harris, Lou, who do you think he's looking for?
I would think he's looking for Hankerson, Leonard Hankerson.
Hankerson, 3 touchdown catches, tying a Miami school record, last accomplished by Santana Moss in 1998. But Harris wasn't always perfect, Mark. Threw a pick in the end zone here.
Ill-advised pass right here. Throwing in a double coverage here in the end zone. Just throw it away. Throw it out of the end zone.
He's thrown 8 interceptions already this season after being 2nd in the nation with 17 a year ago. Kyle Parker also had that problem. Hit Ray Armstrong right between the Ray and the Ray. Ray took it back. 3rd and 7, Clemson down by 6. Parker completes this one to DeAndre Hopkins, but he had it stripped. DeMarcus Van Dyke comes up with it. In the 4th quarter, Parker, who had a little problem with the interceptions, also had some problem with pressure and put it on the ground. Colin McCarthy, 6 turnovers for the Tigers, and Miami spoiled. Kiffin, Steve Sarkisian at one time, co-offensive coordinators under Pete Carroll. 4th quarter, Jake Locker got dinged up a little bit, so the freshman Keith Price is in, and he finds Chris Isbicki. Washington with a 29-28 lead. Now, USC had a field goal made it 31-29. They needed another one to add some breathing room. Doink. He goes postal. Ensuing Washington possession, Jake Locker, DeAndre Goodwin on 4th and 10.
4th and 10. This is critical.
That's a big-time play. Locker had a big-time game, Mark.
Definitely did. He needed to step up and show America that he's one of the top quarterbacks coming into the draft this year. He finally turned around and had a big game. But how about Chris Polk running with the football? One of the best running backs in the Pac-10.
Polk and Folk. Remember, Folk, a hero, as Washington was a hero in beating USC last year, and they do it again. 2 in a row. For the 2nd straight year, Folk breaks the heart of the Trojans. Kiffin falls to Sark. Made it into the top 25, taking on the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Nevada up 21-14. Colin Kaepernick to Taua. Taua goes 22 for the touchdown. This pistol offense, very versatile. Kaepernick's a remarkable athlete, and Taua a big-time running back too, Mark.
A terrific job by the outside of the offensive line, particularly the right side here. Does a great job. He doesn't even get touched on this 72-yard scamper for the score for Nevada.
Nevada rolls 5-0. Boise's biggest test, 44-26, the final. Georgia on the road at Colorado, and the return of A.J. Green. And boy, did he make his presence felt. Aaron Murray, look at A.J.
Wow.
Come on.
That's sick.
That is ridiculous. Wow. What a spectacular play. Green served that 4-game suspension for selling his Independence Bowl jersey. Dogs might be lucky to get there the way things are going as Green hauls in another touchdown catch, and Caleb King puts it on the deck in a 2-point game, and the Buffs are 3-1, and Georgia is 1-4.